Warmed up. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 18 of LeFevre Lifts. Today we're going to be working some squats and some overhead squats. Now, overhead squats is not something I've really done a lot of yet, but we're about, 10 weeks into this programming. This is actually the start of week 10. So yeah, 10 weeks into this programming, it's time to try them out, see how it feels. We're going to go super light and just work through it, but it's going to be a good time. So first up, regular squats, and then we're going to the overhead squats. Let's get some things done. Okay, so first two sets went all right. Weights still feel kind of heavy, but we're making it through. 315 is next for three. Third set is for 3 reps, and then it'll be 2 reps and then 1 rep at 355. So 315, 335, 355. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but it'll be all right. We'll get through, we'll make it, we'll crush the weight, and we'll move on. Let's go, 315. That last squat was really grindy, and I rewatched the footage, and even though it felt grindy, it looked pretty good. The depth was still good enough for someone who's squatting to be squatting competitively eventually again, but it felt all right. However, I think my biggest issue today was that I used a different bar to squat with. I do not typically squat with the bar that's on the rack. That's usually a bar I deadlift with, so it's bent a little bit different, I think, just from loading deadlift weight onto it. So I think that was my first big mistake with squats today. I knew the second I started squatting with it, something wasn't right, and it wasn't until I got to my first working set that I realized, no way, this is not my squat bar, this is my deadlift bar. And that does make a difference when, even though there might be similar bars to some degree, when you're set to a certain way something feels and the way something like holds you and, you know, sits on your body and everything, then you acclimate yourself to that way. But I knew something was off when I got to that first working set. But I went on with it because I already loaded all my plates. I'm running on time here. I got to make sure I get things done efficiently. So I went ahead with it. Now, was that the best idea? Probably not. Did we make it out okay in the end? Absolutely. But we're going to move forward from here. Squats are done. It felt great. I'm gonna load up the bar for overhead squat. Now the overhead squat is 50 overhead squat for time. The prescribed weight was 115. But because I've never really done an overhead squat for reps before, I've done them like once or twice out of like a snatch or things like that. I've never legitimately done an overhead squat, just an overhead squat. I'm gonna drop it down to 65 pounds, and I feel no shame in that because I'm learning the movement. So 65-pound overhead squat for 50 reps, and every time I pause or set the bar down, it's 5 power cleans. So let's see how fast we can get 50 overhead squats done. Let's see how efficiently we get over 50 overhead squats done. Let's see how pretty they look, which probably won't be that pretty. But who's pretty? I'm not pretty. No one's pretty. My wife's pretty. I'm not pretty. Poor wife. Let's go. All right, guys, that is it for episode number 18. It is in the books. Feel really good about how the workout went overall. Overhead squats went a lot better than I expected. I had a little bit of falter in some of my stance, but it's nothing I can't correct and fix over time, especially since that's my first time really doing any reps with overhead squat for more than 2 or 3 reps at a time. 65 pounds felt pretty good. I'm gonna continue working on it, get there, get stronger and heavier with it, where I can do the prescribed weight of 115 at that workout and beyond. But right now, 65 pounds is what we'll have to do with until we get there. It's all about checking that ego at the door, getting work done, and make sure that it's quality, not quantity, and keeping yourself injury-free so that you still can meet your goals later on. Anyway, so that's it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all those beautiful, magnificent things. But until next week, stay strong, stay healthy. I'll see you later.